Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing fine and dandy in these present moments and that the world is treating you good. Let us go ahead and tap right in and see what storyline Spirit has for us. This is going to be a general collective read. Please do what you need to do with the genders. I typically use the genders that are on the cards as the base for the storytelling. It just makes it easier for flow for me. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy. What storyline would you like to share with the collective at this time, please, Spirit? Collective energy. Please and thank you. In the central energy for the collective. Central energy for the collective, please. We got two cards that came out and they flipped over there in the reverse. We got a Knight of Cups in the reverse. So somebody's disappointed. Their mind is racing because they've got a Seven of Pentacles reversed. They worked without reward. So they're having some overactive mental distractions and such. In the challenge position, we have Judgment here. This is a new phase. There's either a reckoning or a redemption, depending on what you have put out into the world. In the subconscious, whoa, that came out in a hurry. We got the Seven of Swords in the reversed. Somebody wants to come clean. They want to confess. They're rethinking the approach regarding deception. In the recent past, we've got the Five of Swords and the upright. So yeah, competition and conflict. There could have been a defeat. Defeat is one of the words on this card. So just, or is that? Intentions and expectations. The Page of Swords and the upright. So they want to find different ways of communicating. They thought somehow they were going to gain something, new knowledge or something by what? Taking somebody else's life path, their energy, their memories. In the near future, we've got the King of Swords here. So we've got somebody telling the truth. They're very disciplined. They've got clarity here. It's an authority figure. The lens is being looked through is Five of Cups in the upright. So failure and disappointment. They could be in regret over what they did. In the environment here, we've got the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. Here. This person's may have a parent and a guardian of some sort. We'll get clarification. Hopes and fears. Hopes and fears. We've got the Nine of Swords reversed. So, yeah. There could be a release of this worry, or there could be a deep-seated fear. Somebody may be trying to reach out. In the outcome, what's the outcome, Spirit? The outcome. The Star. A renewal, a rejuvenation, a revitalization. Life. Manifested in strength. So this is a very strong, willful, powerful light that manifests very, very strongly. We have a King of Wands here, overcoming challenges in with the Ace of Swords here. So there's this passionate fire relating to the truth here, and you've got the King of Swords here, also with the truth and clarity in the authority position, and you've got the King of Pentacles here. So this is a secure, disciplined, abundant person, also wielding the Ace of Wands. Lots of stuff going on here. There's freedom, excitement and freedom, and Ten of Pentacles. Financial security. This Queen of Swords is setting some clear boundaries here, and this is the completion of this cycle. We're moving into new unions, and we're divorcing out this old scenario. The old chapter is going away, and you're moving on to calmer waters, which is leaving somebody in a victim mentality. They're resting. They're like, oh gosh, they're resting. They're like, they could be in bed, not knowing what to do about your celebration, because they're stuck at a crossroads regarding passion, regarding sexual activity of this devil, right? Because he got the sacrifice. Let go. And they're in fear here because the Empress controls the money within these marriage contracts, and the Wheel of Fortune is turning. So it looks like the mother is back in, or whoever this Empress is, has control of the abundance in this new chapter, this new cycle. And they've got, there's the King of Swords, King of Wands, King of Pentacles. They're all here, and the Magician. And it's like you got the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Wands. They're all like in major support of what's happening here. It appears to me that this new chapter, the reset or whatever, it appears that, you know, it might be going to a matriarchy. A proper. Okay, micro, macro, take it however it resonates for you. Collective energy, please, Spirit. Collective energy, please. We've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. So somebody's disappointed. They're jealous, moody. They did a lot of work, but there was no results for all of this trickery, all this effort. All this deception. Divorce in the reverse. So they couldn't break you up. They couldn't break the Empress up. They couldn't, the Star Empress. The Empress has the energy, the revitalization, the energy. She's got the monetary wealth. This is all, see, I thought that this is what happened. The mother had the wealth years and years ago, and these masculines got real pissed off about her controlling the purse strings. You know, they wanted gold toilets and ballrooms and, you know, mini girlfriends or whatever, you know, and, you know, suits and tuxes and, you know, reputations and such. And she was all thinking about husbands and wives and families and structure and stability and bringing up the children and stuff. And these guys had a whole nother idea in mind. But it looks like there's some divine masculines who are stepping up saying, you know what, we don't want that. We're done with you. And so they weren't able to, I feel, cause a divorce or a separation between the Empress and whoever it is coming in for her. There's judgment being called on them for this attempt to separate. Yeah, there's judgment being called on third parties. These third-party enemies that came in as Jezebels and Jezebels trying to destroy families. So they couldn't cause this Empress to get cut out. They're rethinking their approach. They're rethinking their approach. So they were doing love spells. And now they're being let go because all those love spells backfired on them. They were doing love spells to get this Empress let go, but it backfired. There's no divorce. There's no breakup. This third-party enemy is under judgment right now for trying to sabotage the Empress's union in this new chapter, for trying to sabotage the mother, the divine mother, the one who brings forth life and then, you know, maintains the household which nurtures it. These little twits were out here trying to destroy the Empress. And her future kingdom spouse. They were in conflict and competition with the mother. These little twits, all of them who came from the feminine, they had to move through the feminine in order to be alive, thought it would be a great idea to destroy her. To treat her like a tramp. We got honeymoon. So there is a honeymoon. There could be. Since there was no divorce, they couldn't bring about a divorce. It could be that in the recent past there has been a honeymoon. So there could have already been a marriage within this spiritual realm. Maybe they were trying to bring conflict. Yeah, they were trying to bring conflict to this honeymoon. So now they're trying to find new ways of communicating. They could be having some mental challenges right now with overactivity in the mental body. They're repeating a cycle. Something's ending and something is beginning. King of Swords is here in the near future. Disciplined, truthful, honest. We got distance. They could be at a distance. We've got regret with the Five of Cups here. So this page or that was in conflict here is in regret because they failed with this love spell to destroy somebody's upcoming marriage. There could be something going on with their health. It's a loss. And we've got give it time. Everything in divine order. So they may, there could be something going on with their health and they may have been given like a timeline, like it could be like one of those fast progressing diseases or something. We've got a Queen of Pentacles in the environment here. We got yes, luck is on her side. And we've got the Nine of Swords reversed. So there could be a release of a nightmare. This nightmare could be over. Luck is on her side. This third party enemy and their love spells didn't work out. Look, we got Guardian. Guardian in the reverse. Somebody doesn't have a guardian angel. Somebody's got some inner turmoil and some deep-seated fears because they don't have any protection. They don't have any protection for what they've been trying to do to this Queen of Pentacles, which could also, you know, her finances, her abundance. Her finances, her abundance. This star energy here, renewal. It's the energetic vitality. It's, you know, energy is money. So they were, luck is on her side. And we saw the Empress there. Man, these guys are all very strong. She's surrounded by these very strong kings. Or it could be an emperor in all four of his elements. Stuff is happening. Stuff is happening. We got this, okay, spy. So somebody wants to spy on the star, on the rejuvenation, on the vitality, this narcissist. So, yeah, so it's a third-party narcissist who is spying on you, and they want to come back. They're doing something with pets, probably magical, whatever, sacrifice crap, trying to get you to open your heart to date night. You could be a fire sign, and this person has addiction problems, and they're being told to move on. It's a waste of time. You're not available. This earth sign is a gold digger, a gold digging sex fiend, gigolo, looking for a commitment. And no, they're not going to get it. And no, they can't move in with you. No. A narcissist is trying to spy on you. They want to move in with you. This gigolo is trying to get into your space. This foulness wants to come in and trick you into thinking that they're your kingdom spouse. I swear, man, we gotta be in hell. I can't believe that such foul energy exists when it comes to unions, and it's so widespread. Like, I don't understand it. So they're moody, they're jealous, they worked without reward. They could not get this Empress or Queen, whatever this resonates as for you, cut off from her wealth, from her abundance, from her kingdom spouse. And they're in chaos. So there's no divorce and there's chaos here. They're like, it's not my fault. They're getting called judgment upon. They're a third party enemy that was trying to sabotage you out of greed. Past. In the past. They haven't gotten over the past. This could be somebody that maybe you knew a long, long time ago who's just a spiteful little greedy person who thought, you know, they want what you have because they hate you and, you know, whatever. And so they were doing love spells trying to get you let go, and the divorce didn't happen and it went back on them. Mercury retrograde. So now they get to experience whatever it was that they intended for you. They're looking for a small favor. They need your approval to play in your energy, and that means they need you to agree to be energetically tied or connected to them. They were in conflict and trying to compete with your honeymoon, your marriage. They were trying to compete for control over the finances that this Empress holds when it comes to the stability, the foundation, the housing, and all of that good stuff that families need. She is the star. She is the one who holds the wealth. She is the one that has been appointed by the Most High to fill this role. And these these third-party gigolos got really jealous because they didn't want just a regular house with a regular wife and a regular kid. No, they wanted a mansion or a castle, you know, and all, yeah, and all this other kind of stuff. And they wanted to pretend like they were the ones who were chosen and in control of this. They buried this Empress a long time ago, last chapter. This innocent, pure one. Before she even had a chance. And then this marriage was to come in after the end of that cycle, like these people that she was serving as a virgin, as the person who is the Empress of the higher soprano, whatever, here to kind of elevate the environment, the realm. And instead, what they do, they martyr her, bury her, took control of the finances, doppelgangered her with a clone and said, okay, she's the one. And then they went around and screwed everything up, dressing up in her energy, saying, oh yeah, I'm the one. Oh no. And then getting pregnant, having a child, and then spreading rumors that she was just an alcoholic who couldn't even take care of the child. The whole while she was buried in darkness, suffering, having to serve these people while they were playing these games in all of the realms. Okay, that's just a little history on this read, and that's the way that I'm going to read it, because this feels like a carryover, because she was meant to come into union at the end of this cycle, but the folks there that she was meant to elevate, they buried her and they were trying to replace her, as well as others. Okay, there were others that were here doing the same work. We got travel in the reverse, so they can't travel. There's no trip. They wanted to what? Cancel your honeymoon. They didn't want you to travel. They didn't want you to go anywhere. They didn't want you to exit this realm and start a new career in a new cycle. They're going to have to learn a new way of communicating. They're very restless in the mind, because this new chapter means that this third party hoe bag business isn't going to be working anymore. The Empress got free. She's the one who is this is big. Yeah, they lied. These dishonest people are having to repeat a cycle. Something ending, something beginning. They got to go back and learn a new way of communicating. They can't just go out here and F the world over and expect to get some grand prize. You got the King of Swords here. They could be at a distance. They could be putting an impostor. So they're putting an impostor at a distance. This is yelling. So this impostor could be trying to send in mental disturbances or mental thought forms which are unsettling. It says, I'm mad at you, I'm unhappy, and I want you to feel as badly as I do. So this person is projecting energy onto you. And it looks to me like this King of Swords could be... Maybe this King of Swords is an imposter, or he's moving an imposter who's creating disturbances within the mental field at a distance. We're going to get more clarification on that. Then we got regret here with the Five of Cups, disappointment regarding some health. Give it time. Like they've got just some time. We've got entertainment. Whatever they were doing to amuse themselves, they have a health issue now. Queen of Pentacles, so she's got her abundance. Luck is on her side, yes. Somebody wants to apologize. They have deep-seated fears because they no longer have protection. They've been cut out of your energy, and that's bad news. So you're no longer covering them with your star, with your light. And now they're spying on you. They could be because you're leaving. So they might be trying to spy to find out where you're going. They could be stalking you in the 3D, definitely in the spirit. Remote viewing you, astral traveling to your place. Look, they want to know about your love. They're trying to spy on who's coming in your love life. You're saying goodbye. You're like, go. You're saying goodbye to these envy gaslighters, these manipulators. It could be, Star, that the one who's spying on you, the one who has their eye on you, is researching like what's going on. Somebody may have researched you. Maybe somebody has fallen in love with you. Somebody who's been watching you. Somebody who's perhaps been helping you move through this. We got 3 kings here. So you're saying goodbye to the gaslighting, envious ones. You know, you've grown exponentially through your experiences. You're a very friendly person, and so you're moving on into the future. And these unfriendly people who were bragging about getting one over on you, they need sage advice, because they sabotaged themselves. They tried to sabotage a positive, supportive person. They sabotaged themselves, and you moved right out of their life. They wanted revenge because you were telling the truth. You were exposing the truth. And so they tried to trick people regarding you, and they were laughing about it. And now they need a safe space. They're desperate because their secrets are out. So, yeah, they didn't like you because you were exposing the truth. Because you said, look, this is what you're doing and it's not right. And they said, well, you didn't want to do what we wanted you to do. So what did they do? They martyred you and they replaced you with a clone and said, okay, this is our person. This is our chosen person. And then they proceeded to do all kinds of really, really bad things, wearing the energy of this Empress. Her clone, which is having an identity crisis. Because she's out here, she's taking her position, and she's seen as who she is, and the clone is like, wait a minute, who am I? I mean, these locos, man, they're real good about making somebody believe, you know, whatever. And they had this person believing that they were you. I mean, you know, taken the energy, wearing the energy for years and years and years, perhaps a long, long time. You know, while you were going through birth and death cycles, this person was living long, long life, thinking they were you, taking your memories. You may have short-term memory. Yeah. So now they're spinning in the membrane because they didn't get the results that they were seeking. They couldn't cut this Empress off. They could not get her rejected. They're in chaos because this Empress is in a heart bond. There's no divorce. There's no cutting her off of her mate, her counterpart. Nope, they're in chaos and they're in trouble. They're in trouble. Judgment is being called on this third-party enemy for what they've done in the past. Trying to sabotage this Empress. The mother, the divine mother, however you want to see that. Look, release. They're challenged because she's been released and she's here, seen. She's got her property. She's got her finances here. She's divvying it out to families. They're rethinking their approach. They were trying to do a love spell to get her to be let go, or to get her to let go, but it bounced back and with Mercury retrograde, and now they need help with something. Now they need help with something. They have no territory. They have no land. They have nowhere to go. They could have been ostracized. They could have been ostracized. They're not able to enter your space uninvited anymore. Astral traveling, telepathy, remote viewing. dream interference. They can't invade your boundaries. And it could be that they're not able to find a safe space to be. It could be that they have no safe space. They have no alone time. They have nowhere to go. They can't hide. So they were in conflict. They were trying to be sneaky. They were trying to get it to where you would not be traveling to the honeymoon, or maybe they can't travel now to the honeymoon. They're not able to attend your wedding. They weren't able to go. So they're not able to go. They wanted to create conflict there, but it looks like they weren't able to travel there, wherever that was. And that could be in the spirit, in some dimension or realm or whatever. This person, they can't, it's like they can't access that space. Self-interest and growth. So yeah, this person or people were all about self-interest. They didn't care if there was anything left for anybody else. They just wanted it all and piss on everybody. Very, very greedy. Very, very greedy. Abusive entities. So your life is about to change, moving in a new direction. So a new direction is approaching here. You have grown, you're moving into a new direction, and those self-interested people who want to bring you conflict, they cannot follow you. They can't go where you're going. Because they're liars, they're dishonest, and they're repeating a cycle. They're looking for new ways to communicate. Like they might have lost their ability to tap into your mental body with telepathy. They could have lost their gifts for trying to do this to you, trying to destroy your contracts, your business, your future. Yeah, communication. So they're trying to find new ways of communication in this new cycle. They're liars. They're a bunch of liars, dishonest liars. We got the King of Swords here in the near future, and we've got imposter yelling from a distance. We got observation in the reverse, so they're not able to see you. Yeah, King of Swords, I think is... He knows the truth about an imposter yelling at a distance. He could be at a distance, unable to tap into you, and maybe he's yelling. Maybe he is the imposter. But he's in the upright, so I don't wish to call it like that. I like to think that maybe he's just moving an imposter away from you. Because all of those kings in there, they're like got the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands. We got regret here. Somebody's in regret about their health. They're in grief about their health. They've been given time, like a time limit perhaps, for what they were doing for entertainment. Third-party hoe bags. It's like they got sick or something. They got sick. And they're in grief over what they did for entertainment because they've gotten amount of time. Like somebody's given them a certain amount of time for their health. Like there's a health issue that has arisen and they're in grief because they found it so entertaining to do love spells and, you know, F around like that. Now they're sick. Queen of Pentacles is here with all of her abundance. She is working very hard. Luck is on her side. Somebody needs to apologize to her, or somebody is trying to apologize. She's protected. She's protected. But whoever it is that feels they owe her an apology has deep-seated fears because they're no longer protected by her light, by her love. And that's very bad news. She's no longer required to serve them, to protect them, to cover them. They're trying to cause a distraction within the community with some trickery. Maybe this community is distracted by trickery. The community is hoping to cause a distraction with trickery. But it's a deep-seated fear. There's no protection. So I think this whole community is distracted right now with trickery because of what they did. Like, they came after the Empress and her abundance. The abundance that's supposed to go to family units. You know, she's like a high-ranking heavenly being who was brought here to assist in elevating family units. The curator of human vitality and soul, the other day, one of his buddies suggested that he turn himself in, and he said, well, God put me in charge of bringing transgender families together, which means the suffering of the children and all of that good stuff was his idea. These are plans that they put into motion. And so it looks to me like there's deep-seated fear because they're no longer covered by your light, the light of the Divine Mother, whoever it was that was brought here to raise families. These enemies, they got rid of her and they decided to raise transgender families. They took her money and everything that was supposed to go to the husband, wife, and child and home and all of that. And they took those finances, this tribe, this crooked tribe, and they decided to go with another god and raise transgender families. Not the time that the Empress was here to support. They betrayed God with trickery and distraction, this whole community. And now they don't have any guardianship because they're no longer covered by her light, her love. She was the one who had the gifts. She was the one that the gifts came with. She was the one that everything was coded for, and they took it. And they did all this stuff, and now they're in big trouble because this star is here and someone's got their eye on her. You could call it a spy, but this spy I don't think is bad at all because somebody loves this person. Whoever this spy is, they got their eye on her. Like they're watching. This is a protective, loving eye that is on this person. Protection. Loving protection for the star Empress and all of her queen aspects. So there is a memory of a commitment with gifts. She's the Divine Mother. She's here committed to bringing gifts to the families. But whoever this entity is, it's been sex trafficking, virgins, and then flipping children into the opposite gender. They hijacked the gifts and the commitment of the Divine Mother, and they flipped it and said that they were going to bring in transgender families and destroy the traditional family unit. So that'll happen when they buried Divine Mother, or the high-ranking angel that was here to elevate. And at this time, she was to be married and wed. And this is what they've been trying so desperately to stop, is this kingdom union. Some people call it the second coming of Christ, and he's here to be with his bride. And they tried to defile and defame and degrade the Empress so that she would be rejected. And they could continue to bury her and siphon off of the inheritance. But they couldn't cause her to be rejected. The bond is here. It's a heart bond. They are heart bonded. Mates for life. Ever. Eternity. So we've got mischief. They want to come and create mischief on your path. They want to bring risk or influence, bring risky influences like cigarette smoking, alcoholism, all this crap. They want to introduce that into your new world. And so this is a warning. They want to affect the balance of your new chapter from a distance. And they're going to do routine, ghostly, spiritual kind of crap. And you're already in anticipation of this because you've already survived their attempt to dominate you. They're in upheaval. They're in complete upheaval right now because you came into your abundance. They were trying to fight with you for it using an upside down, skewed perspective. They kept you in isolation, out in the cold, all by yourself, while they dominated your sacred space, Empress. They intended to take flight, to be you, and while they left you in scarcity. I'm going to go ahead and leave that one here. I hope that this clarifies something that you already intuitively knew, and I'll see you on the next one, everybody. Bye.